Well, let me tell you something, brother. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and we're back with the Hulkster, as the Hulkster has gave his thoughts on AEW. Now, of course, Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff, they've recently started that promotion. That promotion with that guy, Izzy Martinez. We were promised a third man. Honestly, I feel like we've been pumped by a third leg, but yeah, whatever hell happened there. Now, he was doing an interview with Alfred Kounwa of Forbes.com, and he was asked about Tony Khan and the AEW brand, and this is what the Hulkster had to say, and I quote, "Well, I don't know Tony Khan, brother. I got nothing but respect for what he's done and how he's pushed and created opportunities for these guys, and you can get hooked in some to these storylines. I started watching some of those girls grind out there. I have never seen people work so hard in my life. Some of the girls, phew, some of the bloodbaths and some of the stuff I've seen is kind of really cool stuff. But I like the grit and the real aggressive stuff. But yeah, nothing but respect for Tony Khan." End of quote. So, as you can see, as you can see, right, like Hogan's showing like respect here for Tony Khan. Like he's like, oh, he's done a good job with the women. You notice why he's completely distant the men, because let's be honest, like the best thing in AEW recently has been the women. Whether it was MJ whipping out the whole train or the Tony Storm Mariah May stuff, that is the best stuff in AEW. Hell, we said it was the best hardcore match in like years, man, over like 15 years, easily. The amount of blood that we're going, and I mean, people say what they want about Hogan, but he's no bullshitting here. He's clearly watched it because he's talking about it and he'll speak about it a wee bit more. But good match, great storyline they've had, and you know, a proper hardcore match, right? That no one can be greet about. Now, he was asked by the interviewee, do you have a favourite women's wrestler in AEW? Hulk Hogan then talked about, bro, I kind of like was all over the place until I watched that Tony Storm. That one acts like it's the 1920s, the roaring 20s, brother. When I saw her start grinding in there and digging, and when I saw her gaff through her hairline, when she pulled that blade through her hairline and she needed about 10 staples, I went, holy crap, this girl ain't playing. And the girl she was wrestling, I can't remember her name, it was like a protege or a really hot blonde, Mariah May. Yeah, bro, she was grinding too, and man, I'm telling you, those girls, I would not want to be in that match with them. They were playing a hard ball. End of quote. So, plenty of praise. Good to see the Hulkster actually, you know, giving some praise here. And you know what? The AEW women, right? Tony Storm, Mariah May, etc. They do deserve praise for that hardcore stuff. That shits all over Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. How fucking boring, by the way, is Sami Zayn on Raw? This ain't you, Theft. This ain't you, buddy. This ain't you. You're just another Roman. You're just another CM Punk. You're just another John Cena. You know a bloodline. This ain't you, Seth frickin' Rollins. Sami Zayn, man, needs to be released. Been in the company like what, over 10 years? Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Absolute jobber. That match him and Kevin Owens did. You know what I mean? Kevin Owens wrestling that match with his neck. Absolutely ludicrous, man. Just rat himself out of Mania. Hell, in my opinion, happened for the good because it gave Joe Hendry a big moment against Randy Orton that he benefited out of compared to, anybody else. Like, let's be honest. What are they going to be benefiting out of? Absolutely a bugger all, my friends. Let's just away the cookie crumbles. Absolutely the way the cookie crumbles. So, yeah, but back to AEW. Fuck WWE. WWE sucks, but it is a fair comparison because the matches happened around the same time. Mariah May, Tony Storm, and that Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. They were using fake barbed wire in that match, man, between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Oh, but we don't insult your intelligence, Kevin Owens says. Triple H doesn't do that. We don't do that. Real barbed wire. Is anyone, I don't want to rant on it for the millionth time, right? But has anyone actually touched real barbed wire? Because if you have, right, you get sliced open. I've touched it, right? I've been ripped open by barbed wire. Hell, when I did the Postman, you'd get like some people's fucking gardens that loosely had barbed wire about. And yeah, why? Tell me why they did. I don't know. But you've been out, walking the dog, and you go down a path or something, or you're with your pals or whatever, and when you're younger, and you would get hit by a bar and you would fucking know, right? Or like the back of your house, you'd protect it with barbed wire, and maybe you'd get yourself caught in it, man. Barbed wire slices you, and to actually sit here and tell us that he did a power bomb on a steel chair and it didn't even get caught in his clothes, let alone his back, is absolutely ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. But back to Hogan. These women absolutely deserve the praise that the Hulkster has gave them here. No two ways about it. They deserve that every day of the week. And yeah, I mean, Mariah May could be destined to go to WWE. TKW says he's a gross human being, but at least he gets what AEW is trying to do. He's a gross human being. The Hulkster is a gross human being. Oh, Hogan, man. Drink every time Hogan says the word grinding. He sure likes using the word grinding a lot when referring to the women. Hold on. Like, they're good. I mean, that is a term. They're grinding, like they're working hard. Oh, you doing the grind, brother? You doing the grind, brother, on me. No, I mean, they're grinding the way to the top. Obviously, these bloody tards look at any way to, like, bury the Hulkster, bury the immortal Hulk Hogan, bring him down, man. Tragic state of affairs, guys. Tragic state of affairs. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. The Hulkster. I said my piece, Chrissy. He said his. Praise, plenty of praise for Tony Storm, Mariah May. That's what we like to see.